I came to the United States in 1978, specifically on August 1st, 1978. The head of state in Nigeria when I left was Olusegun Obasanjo. The president in the United States was President Jimmy Carter. Olusegun Obasanjo and Jimmy Carter are two people who I respect. Olusegun Obasanjo, for various reasons, he's not a perfect man, but I respect him. Jimmy Carter is as close as you find in a perfect man. I mentioned my respect for Olusegun Obasanjo to make a point that people close to me have heard me say several times. I said that Nigeria is so corrupt and has been so corrupt for so long that the way to describe good people in Nigeria today is not that they are good, close to perfect people, but the way you describe good people in Nigeria is that he's a good man. He's not as bad as the rest of them. That's why I say that I respect Olusegun Obasanjo. The details of that discussion we can leave for another day. Today in this episode, I bring you my tribute to the life of Jimmy Carter by presenting the reverence that Americans have for the life Jimmy Carter lived, including ex-American presidents.
Tonight I think of my home, the home where I was born.
The legacy of Jimmy Carter was usually to bring people together, usually for peace, but also for issues of housing, voting rights, and in general, just creating a more just and equitable society. So it's no surprise that Jimmy Carter's funeral will bring people together and bring out ex-presidents to pay their respect to a man that they admired so much, but also it will bring people out just to show their disrespect, believe it or not, for Donald Trump. As you watch what I show you, the question here is not going to be who disrespected Trump. The question is going to be who did not. I'm going to show you a footage of different ex-presidents going an extra mile to politely say, no, you don't deserve to be respected. Now, for those of you who never see anything wrong with Donald Trump, I want you to remember this. These ex-presidents of America are highly respected people, regardless of what their politics is, regardless of which political party they belong to. These ex-presidents are people who actually, ordinarily, would want to avoid embarrassing people. Their actions towards Trump was nothing short of completely snubbing him to the point where people can ask the question, why wouldn't they talk to him? Think about it. How bad can this man be that even good people will cross the line just to send a message to him? Bear in mind that there's an unspoken agreement within the presidency and with the past presidents that you bury all the hatchets. When the campaign is over, bury all the hatchets. Never speak ill of any of the past presidents or a current president, and always be cordial when you're dealing with current presidents or past presidents, and always present a united front when they get together. when it comes to Trump, just watch. How are we doing so far? If you see value in what we do and the programming we bring you, please subscribe. It doesn't cost you money. Please like and please share.
Tonight I think of my home, the home where I was born.
So now here we go. Trump comes in, shakes hands with the two vice presidents present, and then sat lonely. Now watch this lady just walk by him like he didn't exist and just went to greet her friends. Typically, people will try to speak to the ex-president, but no, not in this case. There comes Obama. Did you see Obama? Obama did not say a single word to him, went straight to the vice presidents and their wives, greeted them, and spends a little time talking, greets a vice president's wife, greets Al Gore, him and Al Gore. Oh, no, that's not Al Gore. Now he comes back, sits down, just doesn't even look at him. Trump leans over in his typical way to pretend everything is fine. Obama is okay. I'm not gonna be rude, but I'm not here for pleasantries with you. Hurry up, I'm looking at my program. And then there comes the master of avoidance, George Bush and his wife. Didn't pay any attention to Donald Trump, greets the vice president behind. Trump is reaching out and looking to see if, did you guys forget me? Bush has no time for him. Clinton and his wife even go an extra step. They wouldn't even come through their part. And I think Hillary missed an opportunity here, because Hillary should have gone and greeted Trump and congratulate him that he's avoiding jail, that they are sentencing him, but they give him an opportunity not to be locked away, like in a lock her up. She's thinking lock him up. But basically that's it. The only person who was slightly polite to America's commander-in-chief was our Barack Obama.
Tonight I think of my home, the home where I was born.
Yes, folks, as I watched this, like the song said, tonight I think about my home. I thought about Nigeria. I thought about our own country. I thought about how not just Nigeria's leaders, but Nigerians in general just gravitate towards corrupt leaders and election rigging leaders and morally bankrupt leaders. Watching the reaction of American ex-presidents towards Donald Trump at Jimmy Carter's funeral is a significant reference point for us Nigerians. I'm sure you were wondering, why am I bringing Jimmy Carter's funeral? I bring it because it's a perfect compare and contrast analogy to compare how Nigerians have forgotten what happened on February 29th or whatever that date was when we had our presidential elections in 2023. The drug dealer who stole the election was sworn in as president. In his own words, when he finally saw Tinubu, General Yakubu Gowon said, I've been trying to meet with him, but he's a busy man. I'm glad we finally met today. You're glad you finally met a drug dealer that stole an election and forced himself into Asharok. Donald Trump did not steal an election. He used money to legitimately win the election, but his antecedents are full of dirt. And respectable American leaders and American citizens treat him like filth, want nothing to do with him. That's a lesson in democracy for Nigerians, not just corrupt Nigerian leaders, including ordinary Nigerians who gravitate to thieves because they have money. This is food for thought. This is compare and contrast. This is a lesson I want to put out there for Nigerians. As Igbos will say, atwala omalo, omalo, atwala ofeke, or fellow bayanofia, and Yorubas will say, orabo. Non-sofon moluabi, toba dinure, adiodindi. In other words, a word is enough for the wise. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is Fred Nwankwo coming to you from our studios in Chicago with another edition of Bull Talk on Island TV. And as always, until next time, good night and God bless.
Tonight I think of my home, the home where I was born. I think of my family and the poor farmhouse we had. There in my home, we had no sophistication. We had no timepiece, the cockcrow and the sun, all we had. Rise early at sunup, we'd go to the farms, drive the monkeys away from the maize farms, and the birds away from the rice farms.